Hello, everyone. I'm here with Ybarra, who is a 2-0 lightweight, who is planning on making his third professional fight this weekend at PFC 52 in Oklahoma. How's it going, Ty? How is the start of fight week?
It's going good. It's going good, brother. This is actually I fought 155 my whole career. This is actually my first fight at 145 pounds. I
Oh.
was trying to go pro at 145 pounds to begin with, but it just, the cards are laid out, ended up being good fights at 155 pounds. I liked what I was seeing, and I knew I could take these guys and just stay healthy the entire time. But now I'm being more professional, locking in, ready to go.
Mhm.
So going down the weight class I belong at, so that's at 145 pounds.
Well, that's my bad. Topology has it as 155, but
Yeah,
that's
this is
great.
going to be my first
Okay,
145 bout.
nice. So a little bit easier of a division. 155's the stacked division, in my opinion. But um. So, talking about your career before, going into this fight week, you've had a pretty damn good career, also being able to fight at home, I'm pretty sure, right? In peak and just having the fans around you and stuff like that. You've currently only had one loss on your record, and your pro career is pretty impressive so far with two rear naked finishes. But your striking is also pretty good. So what would you say is your base? Like, are you a jiu-jitsu guy when it comes down to it, or are you a striker?
When it comes down to it, I'm a mixed martial artist, brother. I do everything, and this is
Nice.
my life. I like to live this life of a mixed martial artist, and that's what I choose. Right. So I don't consider myself a grappler or striker, anything. Wherever you want to take the fight, I'll beat you there because I'm better than you.
I
Because
like
I'm a
that
mixed
answer.
martial artist. I live this life.
I like that answer. Um, so last fight was versus Billy Graves for the BMF title at Peak FC. Um, what was that like? What was that like going into a fight, knowing that there's this extra thing on the line, this BMF title, and it very much suits who you are as a person. What was that like winning it? What was that like enjoying that moment, getting your first sort of professional belt?
Yeah, really, he had called me out to begin with, and just really didn't like that. Thought of that as disrespect because I didn't think of any of these guys even near my level, and they want to start to call me out. And these are regional scene guys. I'm a global guy. These are regional
Mhm.
scene guys, and they're trying to call me out, say this, say that. It's like, all right, well, I knew I'm gonna run through him. I'm
Yeah,
just blasting right through these guys. These are just regional scene guys. I am a mixed martial artist, and I do this and I live this life. I knew I was gonna blast through him quick. I wanted to make it quick. 120 seconds went right through him. Just played with him, outstruck
hmm
him, outstruck him, outgrappled him, outwrestled him. I used mixed martial arts, and then I strike to the finish right away. Rear naked choke. That's how I'm gonna finish everyone on the way to the UFC.
that's great. I love your confidence. So one thing about this card that I thought was really interesting. This is a little bit off topic, but there is sort of a rematch of sorts, not for you, but for Hengelbert, right? Versus
Yeah.
Michael Easter. I saw that promotional video and that kind of got me hyped about that.
Yes.
Because it's kind of hard to find storylines on the amateur scene, just because obviously guys are new and stuff like that. So storylines aren't a big thing, but this does seem like a pretty cool storyline. So could you give me a little bit of background for people that don't know what's going on here between Michael Easter and Engelbert?
Yeah, so it goes all the way back to back in PFC. Me and the Corey Dawn were the only ones making any noise, so they decided they wanted us to fight together, and it was
Hmm.
one of the biggest, most hyped up fights that Peak has ever had. And then when we fought, it was a 3 round barn burner. The whole arena lit up on fire,
Nice.
and his little brother's fighting, and then so is my brother
Hmm.
took him from everything, right? We learn everything together, we do everything together, we live in the gym together, right? We do everything together. Bring him up, and now he's starting to fight. And now there comes a chance where not only did I beat Corey Don in fighting, not only did I beat Corey Don in grappling, not only did I beat Corey Don in the back with rock paper scissors, but I'm gonna beat Corey Don. I'm bringing up a prospect as well.
That's
This is gonna
amazing.
be it. This is gonna be the ultimate finisher. He's gonna have to find a new arch nemesis after this one.
Awesome. Awesome. So you and Hengelbert not related, but you see him as your brother, just for those that don't understand. Like he has a
Yeah.
different last name. But yeah. Um, okay, so there isn't really much information about your gym. What gym do you train at and what is that how does that like how much does your gym mean to you?
Me and my father and family run a gym in East Texas, Lufkin, Texas, called
Okay.
ET5 Academy, and it's just a grind gym out in the woods. You know, we take everyone from white belt and build them up. A bunch of grinders here, and they all work hard and just blue collar, hard workers everywhere around here. You know what I'm saying? We have that smash, competition heavy mindset, always going forward, and everyone that we bring out of here is exactly that way, forward going. We have everyone that we bring out of here, 85% win rate out of East
Mm,
Texas across anywhere that you take us,
damn.
right? So we take people from the bottom and we build them up with real technique and real structure in order to put them in situations where they can let their martial art shine through. Not just like we say right here at this gym, we fight. Go look at the sign again. When you walk into ET Fight Academy, read it again. ET Fight Academy. We're not a jiu-jitsu school, we're not a self-defense school. We're a fight academy. We're gonna teach you how to fight. We fight, right? So we bring everybody up with the same mindset, and it's just a culture over here. It's everyone in the woods. It's a family. It's a big culture. It's the gym is everything over here. It's the community. It's the ones around you.
It's awesome. Um, so how
And
is oh, sorry.
that's actually how I was able to have such a big following and such a
Hmm.
big community, is because everyone around me supports me so much to the point where they'll come out to the fights, they'll make noise for me, like they go crazy for me, they show up in the hundreds. Like
Hmm.
no one does that ever for Peak before, in the regional scene before, and then I'm doing on top of that, throwing promos in the middle of fights, doing things that people in the cage have never even seen before, and then they try to act like it's normal. It's not, right? I am a prospect coming up, and I'm gonna smash everyone on the way to get to the UFC.
I mean, that's what I've seen so far. You really are a wrecking ball when you go out there. Um, so what has sort of been like you're now 2-0, so a lot more people are looking at you and seeing your performances. How has preparing for this new fight with a guy that is 3-1, so that does have more experience than you. He is older, obviously, but he trains at a pretty good gym in 4 Ounce Fight Club. How has your preparing been a little bit? Maybe you said that you've sort of locked in more, you're going down to 145, so how have you been preparing more differently compared to before you were 2-0, but now you're 2-0, big prospect, big things happening on Instagram, big that sort of thing.
Yeah, so I don't ever stop. I told you I live this life. I'm a
Hmm.
martial artist. The day after my fight, I got on a flight and flew to Australia.
Mm,
I was working at M1 FC, right? I was an MMA wrestling coach there. I helped them out. I had a friend that was starting he had a fight coming up. I helped him through the camp, and I was in Australia for a month grinding out with those guys in Australia. I was able to go to cross train to go with a lot of different guys, right?
mm,
I was able to go there for a month, Australia for a month, grinding immediately. First day, didn't even
mm.
sleep. Hop on my flight, flew to Australia. In Australia, second day in Australia, I'm already sparring. I'm already getting after it. This is my life. I'm a mixed martial artist. I don't think of what this guy's gonna do or this or that, right? Because I've seen every single style. I've seen
Yeah.
everything. I've touched everybody from across the world. He's not gonna surprise me with anything he throws. I've seen people like him. I've seen his body types and his striking types, and I've seen everything that he does. I'm a mixed martial artist. I'm too smart. I'm too fast. And I'm going to be too strong for him to even be able to handle it. I don't look at him. I look through him.
Nice. Um, let's talk a little bit about, I mean, it's not really, I wouldn't call it a persona. I feel like this is just you, but the serial killer. Who is the serial killer? How did you get that? How did you get that nickname? Like, why is that your nickname? Is it just because you kill everyone out there, or is there more to it?
Yeah, yeah. So it was something. It was more like something like a mindset, right?
Hmm.
My coach. It was, and it's definitely something marketable, and that's definitely something. If you're going to be in here getting your head beat in, you better be able to start doing something on the business side as well. You better take 100% advantage of everything you have when you're doing mixed martial arts. You guys, we do jujitsu, we do wrestling, we do boxing. We try not to leave any stone unturned, but then everybody leaves the business side out. Everybody leaves the promotion side out. But what are you even fighting for if the crowd's empty, right?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? So being able to just have that as a mindset as well. When I first started Muay Thai, when I went out there, my coach Pepper, my boxing coach, I went out there and my boxing coach, he's very technical, very straightforward. And both my coaches are. I'm the wild side, and my coaches are the very strict, technical, everything down to a beat, everything down to a science side. And I'm the crazy, I'm the wild card. I'll
mhm.
throw a spinning back heel kick. I'm the flying crazy back. spinning back elbow. Like I'll do the crazy shit, and my coaches they keep me in line because they're very strict on what technique we use and when we use them. Right.
Mhm.
So my boxing coach is very patient, and he wants you to go forward, and he wants you to be patient the entire time. Right. So but in my first Muay Thai fights, that's not how we were fighting. When I first started fighting, I just went and I took fight, right? So I get out there and there's no combos. The whole fight's one combo. We're just going out there. We're gonna punch and kick until they drop. And my coach was like, relax, relax. You need to calm down sometimes. I'm 3 fights in, and I just never stopped one single. I've thrown one singular combo in every single fight, and it's just the entire fight. That's one combo, right? So I just don't ever stop. So
Yeah.
the difference in now and then is completely different, but I'm still making the kills, you know?
Hmm.
I'm taking them out, using it for promotion.
Yeah, 100%. So you said a little earlier in the interview that you like taking them down and rear naked choking them out. Why is that? Like why not just finish them on the feet? Because you had Billy Graves hurt, but what is it about you that likes to just put him in that position that's so like dominant and just
The
make
most dominant thing to do is to grab a person and
yeah.
put him on the floor and him not be able to get up. Right? And then now you
Hmm.
go to look at statistics. I told you I'm an IQ fighter. Once you put
Hmm.
somebody on the floor and you inflict damage, they then start to make dumb moves, right? And
Yeah.
if you're like me, a very high level grappler, then of course what am I going to be probably looking for if I'm on top inflicting damage? A
Mm.
submission. 44% of submissions in MMA in total, if you're looking for submissions, 44% are going to be from the rear naked choke. They're 44% more likely to get a rear naked choke than any other choke. So, because this is the most dominant position where
Mhm.
somebody cannot see you and you're behind them and they're in front of you, you can inflict the most damage and you can have the most dominance in a fight and still be able to finish the fight. You'll still be able to get the kill, right? They call me the serial killer, and every single time, yeah, you can knock somebody out or you can TKO somebody, but I'm gonna strangle you.
Mm.
If there's no ref, you will die. And people don't understand that. They're like, oh, this guy, I will grab you and I will strangle you. If there's no ref, you die. I just need to hold it for 45 more seconds. I need to hold it for a minute longer and I will kill you. That's the serial killer right there. That's
Yeah.
a real serial killer. And every single time I go out and I prove it. Every single time. Put them on their fucking belly and choke them out because they don't want to be there with me. No, nobody wants to be in there with me when they realize what's in front of them. When they start to see, oh, he's not playing. This is, and I can't get him off of me, and he's starting to kill me. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. If I tap, he'll let go. Well,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to start teaching these boys a lesson.
So PFC is going to Oklahoma this weekend. Now, I did not know that they did traveling, but is this your first fight out of Texas or at least your first pro fight out of Texas, right?
Yeah, first pro
Okay.
fight out of Texas. Yeah, this was my first
Okay.
pro fight out of Texas. But
And what is your how
With
is your
P
relationship
amateur.
been with, sorry, go ahead.
No, go
Amateur?
ahead. You go.
Or what has your relationship been with PFC? Because obviously, I think they do a pretty good job of promoting you. You do a great job of promoting yourself, but you've been fighting there for since 2023. What is your goal to stay here and get a shot from PFC, or would you want like an LFA or a CFFC call up, or do you want to bring PFC to the mainstream a little more?
Well, of course, I'm a businessman. Whatever
Hmm.
the business needs, that's what I'm gonna get done. You know, I'm out here. I don't care where I fight because guess
Hmm.
what? We all fight in the cage, feet on the canvas, locked in the cage.
Hmm.
It's all the same to me. They just put a fucking camera on me, and I'm gonna strangle them, and it's gonna happen. There's no if, ands, or buts. I don't worry if I need to go here, if I need to go there, if I need to sign with this management, if I need to do this.
Yeah.
I'm in the UFC already. Now this is just the process, and I'm going through the journey. And I'm gonna shock everybody on the way, and it's already happening. More people. I always say, more people just seeing me. If more people just put their eyes on me, I would blow up. And of course, I'm going that direction.
I agree.
Like right, in any place in the world, at any gym in the world, if I got my coaches, if I got my people, I'm perfectly straight.
Hmm.
Anywhere in the world, I would make this happen. I'm getting to the UFC, and that's my position. I'm there.
I love it. Just talking a little more about Fight Week. I've been following the social media. I really think you do a great job on the media side of it. Not just business, but just, promoting you as a person. And I noticed that family seems to be a really big part of who you are, and just coaching as well seems to be a really big part of who you are. How does coaching and being a family member, like how does that shape you? Because obviously, you come out here and say, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you, but there is a really passionate side to Ty, like a really truly like loving side that I've seen just through social media. So how does that sort of make you in the fighter that you are?
Yeah, well, this is back to what I was telling you about ET Fight Academy. The community
Hmm.
that we have built around here is all strength. We're all together. We're all one, right? We go through hard things together. This is why we push so hard, right? If everything was fine and dandy and okay, and you never really got to that point where you can
Hmm.
connect with somebody through pain, through experiences. If you can never do that, then it's just it's regular it's this the connection's not strong enough, right? So here at ET Fight Academy, we have a strong community around us. We go through hard things together, and we every single time we grind, every single time, right? Every single one of us, I said 85% win rate here at ET Fight Academy. We work. We don't go around and we don't hush hush, all right?
Hmm.
So even all the way down to we have 5-year-olds, 2-year-olds, double legging, staying on top, smash, smash, smash. Like this is the lifestyle. This is the way we live it, right? So everyone around us has the same mindset. At here at ET Fight Academy, it's contagious. Everyone around us, the coaches, the students, everyone around you, right? And me personally, I told you I live this life. I'm a mixed
Hmm.
martial artist. I live in the gym. I coach at the gym. I train at the gym. This is not just I don't just do this as a hobby. I don't just do I live this life. I'm not a fighter. I'm a mixed martial artist.
Love it.
And I do fight, right? I'm a mixed martial artist at the end of the day. I've said this so many times and people have never picked it up because they're just blinded by the stars, the lights, the cameras. I'm a mixed martial artist and you guys are just seeing me get to have fun. Like I'm getting to like taunt and have fun. But at the end of the day, if all this fighting shit goes wherever I'm at in the world, I'm a mixed martial artist. I will live this life forever. I've always said, even if everything crashes and burns and everything goes to shit, I'm a mixed martial artist. I'll walk this world on barefoot being a mixed martial artist.
Love it.
Homeless, on barefoot, backpack across the world.
Nice. All right. Well, Um, thank you for spending the time with me to talk about your fights and what's going on. I really hope that same exact thing happens this weekend, 30 seconds or whatever it takes. You get that guy in the dominating position and choke him out. That's the goal, right?
Yes, sir.
All
That's
right.
always the goal, baby. I tell them all the time, give me the mic. And the goal is always to get to the floor, bitch. And they're not going to stop it.
No,
They can't stop it and they won't stop it.
love it.